Hello and welcome back to HCD In Focus. My name is Pablo Espinosa, Deputy Director of Communications here at HCD. The summer of 2025 has wrapped up with the openings of more affordable housing in California, highlighting the strong and comprehensive strategy by Governor Gavin Newsom to address housing affordability, stability, and homelessness across the state. At first, we take you to Umea in the Little Tokyo area of Los Angeles. This 175-unit affordable housing project opened its doors with over $78 million in investment through the Accelerator program, Housing for a Healthy California, and the Affordable Housing and Sustainable Communities program. Next, we go to the city of Ventura for a new affordable housing project for veterans. Ventura Springs is a 122-unit project that will house low-income veterans thanks to $9.4 million in funding from the Veterans Housing and Homelessness Prevention Program. Sonoma County just celebrated the opening of 50 units for low to extremely low-income residents. Petaluma River Place was supported by $34.3 million from the Accelerator program, No Place Like Home, Farm Worker Housing Grant, and the Community Development Block Grant, Disaster Recovery Programs. And in the community of Paradise, the new 12-unit Mayor Commons apartments opened thanks to $7.6 million Federal Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery Award. HCD helped celebrate the start of two new projects with celebratory groundbreaking ceremonies. In Cudahy, Amanda Villas will offer 140 homes for low-income seniors, along with health resources for residents in the community. In San Jose, 525 North Capitol will add 160 units of permanent supportive housing. Both projects broke ground thanks to the investment from our Infill Infrastructure Grant Program. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, as part of the governor's SAFE Task Force, HCD Director Gustavo Velasquez and BCSH Deputy Secretary for Homelessness, Dhakshike Wichrema, join in efforts to bring about safety and services to people experiencing homelessness. The SAFE Task Force is part of the governor's broader strategy to address homelessness across the state.
We are here right by Freeway 110 in central Los Angeles. We are seeing that as part of Governor Gavin Newsom's Safe Task Force operation, we are clearing an encampment, and this operation is about four important conditions. First is safety. People that are living here every night are being preyed by drug dealers. There are women, young people that live in unsafe, unsanitary conditions, and they need to go. They need to go to a safer place. Second condition is housing. It just happens that right by the encampment, there's a new housing development being built, which will house hundreds of people, many of which could be people that live on the street. The third condition is dignity. When you have these unsheltered individuals live inside, live in homes, people restore their sense of dignity, and that is extremely helpful in order for them to stay stably housed and retain employment and other important things that they have to do to walk through, to move forward in their journey. And the last condition is services. People need to have access to services to remain stably housed. Case management, mental health, healthcare services. That is the fourth condition. These four conditions are part of SAFE Task Force operation by Governor Newsom.
We're standing here today just in front of Manchester Urban Homes, and thanks to state funding, soon this will be 122 affordable homes for families. And why this is important is housing is really the solution to homelessness, so I'm so pleased to be here and looking forward to coming back for the grand opening when 122 families will be able to take up residence at Manchester Urban Homes.
In September, HCD marked its sixth decade of serving California communities. HCD was created in 1965 to unify the state's approach to housing. Since then, HCD has evolved into a statewide engine that sets rules, funds local solutions, enforces compliance, and lifts up new models to meet California's needs.
In HCD's first decade, California's modern housing framework began to take shape. with new laws requiring cities and counties to assess housing needs at all income levels.
Please visit our website or YouTube channel to watch the full video. Next, we would like to share with you the story of one person whose life has been directly impacted by the work HCD does. Nakia struggled with homelessness for years and often found herself sleeping on the streets or on buses and trains. Now, she has a place to call home, thanks to a newly opened Homekey project in the Los Angeles area.
I'm a Compton girl, raised up in Compton. I became a mother at 19. I raised him to 21. 21, he had to go home to heaven. I became homeless after that, in the streets, sleeping on the train, sleeping on the bus. So I don't have no mental issues, no health issues and all that. I just didn't have a home. This is all of me, and these started at the shelter as babies. I felt like relief a little bit, until I got settled. I felt better. I felt like things were looking up. That means that, one, I got my own little piece of the world. Two, that I'm safe, I'm content. And in some small ways, I don't have no worries because I could go home.
And finally, the work that we do at HCD would not be possible at all if it wasn't for the dedicated team members who make this all happen. This month, we want to introduce you to Junius Barrie of HCD's Housing Accountability Unit.
My name is Junius Barrie, and I'm a housing policy manager within the Housing Accountability Unit. I love housing policy. For me, it comes down to my, personal experience with housing insecurity coming up. There were times throughout my childhood in which I experienced housing instability and had to rely on housing vouchers. There were times where, we didn't know where we were going to lay our heads at the next couple of weeks or whatnot. We were sleeping in our car. You're able to see the effect of your work in real time. When you hear about programs that jurisdictions are creating and implementing. I'm just a wild child. Outside of work, I'm a musician. So music is near and dear to me. I play a few instruments, namely piano is like my go-to. What drew me to HCD is being able to help out people, who were in similar situations as I was coming up, and being able to make a difference in wherever I can, and HCD has allowed me to do that.
And that's it for this episode of HCD In Focus. Please visit us on our website at hcd.ca.gov or on our social media platforms. I'm Pablo Espinosa. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.